Good evening, everyone. This is Reverend Mary Hawk, and welcome to a very special edition of Tarot Thursday. And with me is Reverend Don Lewis.
Hello.
And we are coming to you live from the Corellian Lustration of the Ancestors 2024.
Yes, indeed.
And hello, Janet.
Hi, Janet.
So you can see our setup's a little different, and Reverend Don and I are actually together.
Yes. And you'll be able to see that, yes, we really do shuffle.
Yes, we actually have room to show you our cards. So we're going to change our format a little, and we are going to be doing readings for people who are here with us, as well as go ahead and post your questions in chat as normal.
Yes.
So, do you want to go ahead and come up? And hello to Reverend Michael. Hello to Chakra Law. And hello to Mary Ann. Thank you for joining us. And now joining us here, you can scoot around a little more. Joined by Dee Dee.
Yes.
Hi, Raven. And what is your question for us?
I just got a specific thought in my mind, and I just want general direction from the ancestors.
Okay.
All righty. So see, we really do shuffle.
Yes.
Okay, the first card I've got is the Eight of Swords. So I'm going to say you've been feeling stuck, like you're not moving. Then I've got the Five of Pentacles, which means you need to be careful in the material. So be careful with your decisions. And finally, I've got one of my favorite cards in this deck, the Six of Lamps. And here we see a woman embarking on a vision quest. So I'm going to say the answer to your question involves you communicating with spirit.
And the cards that I have drawn, we have the veil. We have the universe. And we have the Five of Swords.
Show the cards on camera.
So we start with the veil. And the way that I would interpret this is that you may find yourself worried about this situation much more than you need to be worried about it.
Okay.
So if you find yourself dealing with worry, you can see that the moon in the drawing has a blindfold. And the man in the drawing, or the person in the drawing, has their eyes closed. So what it's saying is that if you look at the situation a little more clearly, you'll see that there's not so much of a need to worry.
Okay.
With it, you have the universe, and the universe is happiness and bliss. So I would take this to mean that there is every opportunity for the best outcome you would ask for possible in this situation.
Okay.
But the worry is a blocker. And then you have the Five of Swords, which is also a blocker, and you have to deal with those two things. The Five of Swords is inner conflict. So you may have mixed feelings about the situation. You may be unsure what to do with it. To have that good positive outcome, you have to deal with those mixed feelings and that worry
Okay,
and achieve clarity and focus, and it's going to work out beautifully.
okay, thank
And
you.
there you go. Thank you.
All right, and now we're gonna take a question from the chat room. And Raven asks, am I moving this month? I think possibly shuffling on this tablecloth is going to require a different strategy. The chat room you're in, Autumn. Autumn's hi, by the way, to Autumn. When you say what chat room is this, we're referring to the people posting questions.
It's all what type in as a single entity, even though they're not all in one chat room. So can you remind me of the question? This month or next month?
This month,
This month.
is she moving?
Well, these are our cards. First card is time. And part of what I'm going to say for this is you need to have patience with the situation. It may not move as quickly as you would like to, but it's moving. So be patient, let things take the course they need to take. It's followed by the King of Wands, which says that you feel passionately about the situation. There's a lot of emotion around it. And the Three of Lamps, which is working with other people. So what I would say is I'm not sure it's going to be this month, although I don't think it's terribly far out. But you may find you need to work with some other people to bring it about. I don't know if that's people who are physically helping you to move or helping you to find a place to move. Draw one more.
Because of course you are.
Because of course. And I've drawn the Three of Cups, which is celebration with friends. And what I would take that to mean is that yes, the move is coming, but I don't know that it's coming quite this month.
Okay, so the first card I've got is the Ten of Lamps, and this is talking about mastery of your magic and being able to use your magic to manifest what you need. I've got the Seven of Wands, which indicates there is some difficulty involved in what you want to do. So you need to plan carefully to bring it about. And then I have the Four of Wands, which indicates success in achieving a goal. So you have the ability to bring it about and manifest it, but it's going to require some careful planning on your. So I hope that's helpful, Raven. And now we have got Reverend Eric waiting on us.
Hello, hello. Mm-hmm.
Please.
Hello, everybody. Oop. Let me see if I can get in.
There we go.
Sarah.
Hello, everybody. Well, as my friends know, I have some health concerns that may be very crucial and critical
Mhm.
coming up after lustration. So I'm asking for a reading about you know what? Tell my future, my friends. Tell me my future,
But specifically about your health.
specifically about my health.
Okay.
And as you can see, yes, we really do shuffle.
We really, really do, even when we're pulling the same cards all night long. The universe just works that way. And it's easier for him to shuffle because his hands are twice the size of mine.
Yeah, you really do that.
Am I going first? Are you going first?
I think it's my turn. Okay, so Eric, the first card I've got is the Fool. Some,
It's quite a journey, start of a journey, yeah.
you are starting a journey here. You can go in many different directions at this point. The next card I've got is the Queen of Swords. So the Queen of Swords counsels us to examine our past actions. What has worked before, what has not worked before. And especially, you are going to have to change your course here and make some real changes in your life. But finally, I've got the Three of Cups, which is a fortunate outcome. But you are going to have to make some changes in order to get there.
Understood. Thank you, Mary.
You're welcome.
So I have the Empress, the Seven of Cups, and the Six of Wands. So the Empress really is a card of prosperity and a card of nurturing. It's a good, positive card. The Seven of Cups is a card of illusion. It says to take a good hard look at your situations, decide what you need to do. Do not fool yourself. But everything you need, you Six of Wands, which is okay, you should come out of it just fine if you do what you all know you need to do.
What the doctor tells me to do.
That's the one.
Yes.
And if you do that, I think you'll find everything works out surprisingly well.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
Hi, everyone. Bye-bye.
If you'll tell anyone else who would like to come for a reading,
I will.
everyone is out on the veranda today.
Okay, and next, Reverend Michael in the chat room has asked, after my recent health issues, what do the cards say for the future? So, okay, you can go ahead.
So the cards that I have drawn are the Eight of Lamps, the Six of Swords, and the High Priestess. So the Eight of Lamps is a card of personal mastery, a card of knowing what you're doing, being on the right course, etc. So it says that after your recent health problems, you know what you need to do. So you want to pay attention to what you know. It's followed by the Six of Swords, which says it's going to be a bit of a trip. So do what you need to do for as long as you need to do it. And then the High Priestess says, pay attention to your inner guidance. Listen to how you feel about your health. And if you do those things, I think you'll do just fine.
Okay. So the first card I've got for you is the Five of Swords. So there has been struggle there. Then I've got the past. So we can see an older person looking at their younger reflection. And what this card tells us is you've got to let go of past patterns that are holding you back. You're going to have to look at some things you've been doing that you're going to need to change and establish new patterns. And then I have strength. So you do have the ability to do what you need to do to regain your health in this situation. So I hope this is helpful for you, Michael.
Yes, indeed. Mary. We are now being joined by Mary Cavalcante.
Hello, Mary.
Are you having a fun time at Lustration?
Yes, I am.
Even though it isn't officially open yet?
No, but so much fun. So much fun.
So what is your question for us?
I would like just a general reading.
General reading. Okay. And we have a reading.
Yep, that's exactly how I would take it.
All right. So the first card I've got for you is the stars. And here you can see someone sitting on a mat while their spirit self is taking a journey on the astral. So this is talking about doing spiritual work. Then I've got the Princess of Pentacles. And she is telling you, you have the resources to do what you want to do. You're limiting yourself somehow, or you don't believe you've got what you need, but you have it. And finally, for Lustration Weekend, I have death, which is, of course, transformation.
Okay.
All right.
Well, this is the place for transformation. So I have the Magician, the Three of Pentacles, and the Four of Swords. So the Magician says that you can do whatever you want to do. It's simply a matter of deciding that you want to do it. The ability is there. Everything you need is there. It's just a matter of making your decision exactly what you want to do. Probably the last thing in the world you want to be told. With it is the Three of Coins. The Three of Coins is another one of those cards that is about mastery of craft, about knowing what you're doing. And so it's saying trust your judgment, know that you have the knowledge you need, as well as everything else. Don't second guess yourself. Don't think you're not ready. Don't think you're not right. Trust yourself. And then we have the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is rest, the timeout period. And it's saying don't rush it. If your inner knowledge is saying move at a slow pace, move at a slow pace. If your inner knowledge is telling you to stop and smell those roses, smell those roses. And basically, I would say all of these are a very positive reading for you. It says, just don't rush, trust yourself, everything is fine.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Yes, indeed.
All right. And now in the chat room, we have a question from Mary Ann, who says, my mental state is struggling. Will I get the help I truly need? And see, folks, we're shuffling. I have to say, this is the most interesting way we've ever done Tarot Thursday.
Yes, it is.
We should do it more often.
Mhm. So, first card I have drawn is the King of Wands. King of Wands says you feel very strongly about this subject. There's a lot of emotion going around it, a lot of focus on it. So yeah, it's taking a part of your life. With it is the Four of Coins. The Four of Coins is stability. It also can be rigidity. So it's saying, in terms of looking for the help you need, be open-minded. You may find that you're dismissing things that would be good for you, or that you are not embracing everything you could embrace that would help you to move forward. Finally, we have the Queen of Lamps. The Queen of Lamps says the thing that will help you most is metaphysics. Trust your magical and psychic abilities and involve them in what you're doing. That, in a question like this, that could mean shadow. Use the metaphysical abilities that you have and that you know to work on this on an energetic level, as well as what you would do in the normal physical world, and that will help.
Okay, so first of all, I have the universe for you. So this is a card of good fortune, and you are able to get the help you need. I also have the Five of Cups, which does indicate if there has been some recent emotional pain. And then I've got the body, which is seeing our planet Gaia as a whole. So this is showing how interconnected everything is. So bear that in mind as you're seeking healing, that you are interconnected with the whole of creation. And I hope you find that helpful.
Yes, indeed.
And now I think we have Zach waiting for a reading.
Hi, Zach.
Hello. Not on camera yet, so it's not a bit early. Hello, how are you guys today?
We're good. How are you?
I'm doing well.
And
Good to be back.
I was going to say, this is your first illustration in how many years?
Oh, since 2007?
2007 is the last one you were physically at. So it's good to see you.
It's good to be back. It's good to see you as well. It's good to see so many familiar faces here.
Yeah, it is. People have only just begun to arrive, and yet it is a really good representation of people who have been here for a long, long time.
So there are people that I've met who joined after,
Yeah.
many who've joined before me that are here. It's amazing to see how it's grown as well.
Yes, indeed. So what is your question?
I'm afraid I'm going to create a pattern for you, it looks like, where the people in real life are doing the general, as compared to the specific questions you're getting from the chat. So I'd like a general reading, please.
Okay,
Okay,
it's okay. We do general readings well.
yes,
I think sometimes I need to be told what my question is, if that makes sense.
It does,
It
actually,
does.
totally does. Especially for people who are psychic to start with.
Too much in our own heads
Yeah,
and others.
yeah.
okay. Well, I'm going to start with the Hanged Man. So this is saying that you have some learning to do, and there is a price, or there's something you are studying. And oh goodness, for Lustration weekend, you'll be reconnecting with people from your past.
Ding.
And also, with the Two of Wands, you are starting on a new adventure.
And I have drawn the King of Lamps. King of Lamps. Temperance. Temperance. And the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands. So the King of Lamps is meditation. And it's saying, well, you have your question. You have your answer. You just have to be quiet and let it come to you. It's already there. You know what you need to know. Temperance says that where you're at now and in the immediate future is creating new things from what's already in your life. It's going to be new, but it's not brand new. It's recreating. It's thrifted, if you wish. It's pulled together from existing things into a lovely new creation. And the Eight of Wands says it's going to be fast. You can see the little people running on the cars. It's going to be fast. So I would say be prepared for a lot of development following this weekend. And again, you really already know everything you need to know. But what you're going to be doing, again, is creating new things from existing things. It's not that you're going to go through a door you've never been through before. It's not that you're going to build something from scratch. But you are going to renew what's already there. And there you go.
Thank you very much.
You're
Thank you.
very welcome.
You're welcome.
If you would tell anyone else who wants to come for a reading that they can come forward, that would be good.
I shall draw them forth.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're a good paladin.
All right. And hello to my husband, Don,
Hi, Don.
in the chat room.
Hello, namesake. And hello, Hella.
And we have a question from Autumn. I have a number of changes, opportunities on the horizon. What advice do you have with regards to those changes and opportunities?
So one of the biggest things that happens at Lustration is socializing. And boy, are they socializing.
Yes, they are.
They're on the veranda having a ball. Not quite literally, but they're having fun.
Yes,
So,
they are.
am I going first this time?
You are.
My first card is the Four of Coins, followed by the Princess of Coins, followed by the Eight of Coins. The fact that all three cards are coins suggests to me that when we're talking about these changes and possibilities, that financially, that's where their biggest impact is, that it's related to job, career, business, money. First card, Four of Coins. Be careful of being rigid. Be careful of being stubborn. Be careful of being too set in your ways. Do not hold yourself back from the opportunities that may actually be quite good for you simply because they're not quite what you were expecting. So in other words, be open-minded. Be open-minded, be expansive, and be prepared to welcome into your life more than you were expecting. Princess of Coins again says, be careful of holding back from doing what you're completely able to do. You'll find you have all the knowledge, all the ability that you need to deal with your situations, but may find yourself still holding back for some reason. Don't do that. Again, be open-minded and expansive. This will help to move you forward. Finally, we have the Eight of Coins, which is another one of those mastery of craft cards. It says that you're learning how to do what you need to do. You have the knowledge, you have the ability, and you just have to apply it. So what I would say altogether is that for advice, the advice is be open-minded and think outside the box. And the outcome is that you will do well with it because you have everything you need. Just have to trust yourself, trust your situation, and let it be. And if you do that, it will work out well.
Okay, so the first card I have for you is the Three of Wands. And this suggests that you will move forward with the help of someone else, perhaps a mentor. I also have the Queen of Swords, and she is counseling you as you look at these opportunities to look at what worked well in the past and what didn't. So take that in consideration. And I have the Seven of Pentacles, which just suggests you consider carefully, but overall, I see this as a fortunate reading for you. And I hope you find that helpful.
Yes, indeed.
And now we have Antonio.
Greetings, Antonio.
Oh, hello there.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
So, how are you enjoying Lustration?
I'm having a really great time, enjoying meeting everybody that I've only been seeing on videos like this for several years, and it's a pleasure to actually be able to be around everybody and know that you are real people and not just pixels.
I've
We
never
are indeed.
accused of being a pencil before.
So, what is your question?
I would say my question is, I would ask, how can I help the struggling child?
Okay.
All right.
Am I going first?
I think so.
Okay. So, the first thing you'll notice, and you were actually watching it this time, is that we have two escapees. And our two escapees are the Ace of Lamps, Ace of Lamps, and the King of Wands. King of Wands. And the King of Wands has previously appeared this evening. The Ace of Lamps has not. The Ace of Lamps is spirituality. And it's saying that I'm inclined to say that part of this answer with the struggling child is to help to develop their spirituality. The King of Wands is passion, and to work with things they're passionate about, to work through their passions, to awaken their spirituality. And then, of course, we also drew 3 cards, and the first one is the 8 of Coins. 8 of Coins is one of those Mastery of Craft cards, and it says that you'll find you have the skill you need, you have the knowledge you need, you're well placed to actually do this. It's followed by the mind, and that says, by all means, trust your emotions, but think. A lot of your answer to this, in terms of what to do, is going to be intellectual as much as emotional, if not more so. Even though you're trying to awaken their spirituality, for you, you want to use your mentality. And then we have the Prince of Cups. And the Prince of Cups is creativity. So it kind of goes back to working with their passions, working with your creativity. Be prepared. Well, be prepared to think outside that box. Be prepared to let your creativity guide you. And I believe you're a Pisces.
I am.
So that should not be hard.
Right.
And it's saying, yes, this is where your answer lies. You want to use creativity and passion to awaken their spirituality. And even if that doesn't seem to affect the problem, it is the answer.
Okay.
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
And the first card I have for you is mine. So that is a big part of it, is just thinking through what needs to be done.
Okay.
The next card I have for you is the Wheel of Fortune. So that means the universe favors you in this, and you are going to get some absolute luck along the way. And finally, I've got the Hermit. And so this card means trust your judgment. You will know what to do and do not let someone else gainsay. Even if you are getting conflicting advice, if you know in your heart what the answer is, go with it. And I hope that is helpful.
Thank you both so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And how are we for time?
We are
Oh,
at
we have time.
38.
If anyone else would like to come forward for a reading,
I will scout.
send them forth.
I will scout.
Thank you. All right. And hello to Brian.
Hi, Brian.
And he wants a reading about a potential departmental change at work for him into a different role.
Okay.
And Brian had said, yes, please, field trip, I think, in response to my comment that we should do this more often. Oh, I'm sorry. I have a bug that keeps flying down my glasses.
It's early summer in Illinois. Of course we do.
Of course we do. I had
At least it's not a thicket.
Well, you know, that would make better camera than a small bug that no one but me can see.
Well, yes, it probably would.
I mean, we could do that, use that for a blooper reel at some point, because it would probably knock my glasses off. You know, that would be fun. believe I'm going
I
first.
think it is your turn.
Okay, Brian, the first card I've got for you is the Two of Swords. So this is indicating a partnership or an alliance. Then I got Queen of Swords, my card. This is the one that Reverend Don drew for me as part of the Kickstarter for this deck. And so, think about what worked in the past. Think about what didn't work in the past and proceed based on that. And then we've got the Seven of Cups. So, you've got something good. You're being offered something good. So consider what you have carefully, but I think overall you're looking at a good situation.
And I have drawn the body, the Eight of Swords, and the Three of Swords. So I'm going to take the body to say this potential change could be good for you in terms of perhaps in terms of tension and other things that you might find it a physically more positive situation. However, it's not going to get everything you want. You're going to feel in some ways like you're kind of held back from doing what you'd like to do. So if you take it, realize that there are certain things that are not going to flow the way you might be used to their flowing. And the Three of Swords says that it will change relationships around you. You'll have to get used to some new people. Now, is that all good or bad? I'm going to draw one more. They give me the Ace of Swords, otherwise known as they're laughing at me. The Ace of Swords says whether it's good or bad is your decision. And I think that the way that I would take that looking at all of this is that, it's a question of what you want. I think you'll feel better in that new option. I think you may feel better just in terms of your health as well as your emotions, but it's not going to be everything you want, and it will have a lot of change. So the question is it worth all that change? Is it worth those things that it will not have for the things that it does? But I can't really tell you. It's saying that only you can make that decision. So yes, it can be good. It's a question of, do you think it's good? And my guess is that you probably know exactly what I'm talking about. I could be wrong, but I suspect that that probably is not going to be a mysterious reading to you. And there you go.
My best guess is he's doing a face palm.
Yeah.
And now we have someone waiting for a reading.
Hello. And we're now being joined by Vicky. And there we are.
Hi,
And you can
Vicky.
see Vicky is a real person.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
And how is your lustration experience going so far?
Good. Lot of hugs and just finally being able to see people and, actually.
So we're not a disappointment.
Absolutely not.
Well, you always wonder, only with someone,
Hmm.
am I going to like them even more, or I'm going to feel that they're not who I thought they were? So I'm glad that you're finding everyone
Yeah.
is as good as you. Yeah.
Yay. It's been really good. Looking forward to the whole weekend and what all it is.
So what is your question for?
I don't have a
General?
specific, just general, just kind of what's to come for me.
Okay.
I can remember meeting people for the first time. Well, of course, it still happens, but I can remember
Right.
specific people I met for the first time after knowing them online and being surprised. No, they're 5'2". I thought they were over 6 feet.
Just those,
They're so forceful.
those large personalities.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And the opposite.
Mhm.
And some people were just as expected. It just, but I do think, and this was before we had so much video and photography. But it goes to show some people really look how they are, and some people don't.
Mhm.
I don't think anyone ever thought I was 6 feet tall. So the first card I have for you is the Ace of Lamps. So this one is about your spiritual path
Mhm.
and putting focus on it. Then I've got the King of Lamps. And this card is specifically about meditation. And then I've got the Soul. So this is another one about focusing on our spiritual journey. I think lustration is going to be very, very significant for you, Vicky.
It is a lot of work to get here for me, so a
Yes, indeed.
lot of personal work. So Mhm.
So what I've drawn is 2 of Wands,
Okay.
2 of Wands, 10 of Coins,
Okay.
10 of Coins, and the 2 of Cups. 2 of Cups. And what do we make from that? The 2 of Wands says that as you go forward, you're going in many ways in new directions. You're opening new doors, learning new things, experiencing new things for the first time.
Mhm.
And you may already be doing some of that, but it's only going to increase.
Okay.
10 of Coins is happy home life, happy family, good, strong foundation. So yes, new beginnings, but also taking forward all the good things you've got.
Mhm.
And the 2 of Cups is very often a romantic relationship. So I would say that your romantic partner is very important in the things that are happening for you at this time. Especially, well, both of those things, the happy home life and the new beginnings. So I would say that you're in a good situation going forward.
Mhm. Thank you.
Thank you. And we hope you have a wonderful rest of your weekend.
I'm sure I will. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. And next up from the chat room from Dragon.
Ah,
I have been single for a long time. I wonder, will I meet someone special or a soulmate?
ever?
Ever? We don't have a time frame here.
Let's say within the next year.
Okay, we're going to ask within the next year.
So, as you saw, we have an escapee, the 7 of Coins. And then we drew the Magician, Seven of Swords, and the Two of Lamps. And what does all of that say? The Magician says, yeah, if you want it. The Magician is the ability to work your will in the situation. So if you decide you want that relationship, invite it into your life. It's really a question of what you want. Do you want it? And we'll come back to that. The Seven of Swords says that, yes, if you choose to go forward, you can do it within that year period. But, it's a little bit of an uphill climb. It's victory after hard work. So be prepared to put the work into developing that relationship. And the Two of Lamps really is asking yourself, what do you want in your future? Do you want a relationship with? And the Seven of Coins is also mulling about the potentials in your life, looking at the things that can be, and deciding what it is that you actually want. So I'm inclined to say, maybe do a little shadow work, maybe do a little meditation, and see how you really feel about this. And if the answer is yes, you do want to bring a relationship into your life, you absolutely can. But like all relationships, it will take some work. And it may feel like a bit of an uphill climb, but you can do it. And there you go.
Okay, so Dragon, the first card I've got for you is the Nine of Wands. As you can see, it's a woman in jail, which means you've been feeling stuck about this. Then I've got the Ace of Wands, and this is talking about how much passion are you going to bring to manifesting this. And then I have the Three of Cups, which is celebration. And so I'm honestly going to say the same thing that Reverend Don just said. You can manifest it if you choose to. And I hope that is helpful. And hello to Fluffy.
Hi,
Good to
Steve.
see you. Okay. And now looks like hello to Glenifa. I hope I'm saying your name right. Yes, we can do a reading for you. Since you didn't specify, we will do a general.
Mm-hmm.
And then Fluffy will be happy to do a general reading for you as well. Good to see you, my friend. I wish you were here for Lustration.
Yes, indeed.
And do tell Joe and Baxter I said hello.
Yes, indeed.
So as y'all can see, we really do shuffle.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we're closing this out after Fluffy's reading, and we got a jumper. Okay. So, Glenifa, the first card I've got for you is the Fool. So this card says that you are at the start of a new cycle and you can really go anywhere you want with this. I also have the Seven of Cups, which says that you're being offered many good things at this point, and you need to consider carefully what you choose. And I also have the Two of Swords, which suggests that you are working with someone who is an ally rather than a friend, and that this relationship is only going to last as long as it is useful. So do bear that in mind, and I hope you find that helpful.
And I have drawn the Ten of Cups, the Hierophant, and the King of Lamps. And the Ten of Cups says to me that you either are or are about to be in a very good situation. The Ten of Cups is happiness, happy family, stability. All those good worldly things are there for you. You may already have them. If not, that you're right on the edge of them. And that's great. With it, we have the Hierophant, which says, yeah, that's all great, but listen to your higher self. It wants to talk to you. Listen to your spiritual guidance, listen to your intuition. Followed by the King of Lamps, which is meditation. And I would take those together to say, yes, you're in a wonderful situation or about to be, but do not lose sight of your spiritual guidance simply because things look good on the outside. You also have to continue working on the inside. And if you do that, everything should be pretty good, I would think. And there you go.
All right. You are welcome, Dragon.
Yes, indeed.
Jason Fluffy says we're part of the dinner entertainment. Christine, I'm sorry, we are not going to have time. We are finishing out with Fluffies. And no, Paula, I'm sorry, we will not have time to do a reading for you tonight.
And is this general for Fluffy?
Yes, it's a general for Fluffy, and I have a jumper that's so excited it fell on the floor. All right.
Am I going first this time?
I believe so.
First card is the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups is illusion. And yeah, it's saying don't get caught in illusion. Pay attention to what's real, what really matters in your life. Do not lose yourself in all the things you're dealing with. With it is the King of Coins, which is money and prosperity. And part of what I want to say is do not allow the need to make a living to cause you to ignore other parts of your life. Make sure you're keeping everything rounded. And then we have the soul. And the soul is just what it sounds like. Listen to your soul, nurture your soul, pay attention to your inner self, and also your callings in life. So don't let the need for prosperity, the need for your daily bread, pull you away from your real spiritual needs in life. Make sure you stay focused on the things that matter most to you. If you do that, everything should be good.
Okay, so the first card I have for you is the Four of Pentacles, which means doing well in the material world. You'll have enough for your own needs and be able to share. Then I have the Empress. This is a card of good fortune. Also talking about being nurtured. And finally, I have the King of Swords. And this is a card about taking direct action. So when the situation arises, you need to act swiftly and without hesitating, and you will know when this situation happens. So I hope that is helpful.
Yes, indeed.
So I want to thank everyone for joining us for this special Lustration edition of Tarot Thursday. We'll be back tomorrow for midday with Reverend Don,
Yes, indeed.
and we'll be covering the opening ceremony at 3 p.m.
And the ancestral memorial.
in the Ancestral Memorial, which is at what time?
I want to say 5. I don't. Let me just double check the schedule.
Okay.
I'm sorry, it's 6. The temple deeming is at 5, which will also be covered.
Okay, so we'll be covering temple deemings at 5 and the ancestral memorial at 6.
And the ancestor memorial is the beginning of the investiture ceremony, which will continue on Saturday morning as well. So thank you, everyone.
Thank you. And if you will close us out with a prayer, please.
Divine Mother Goddess, Divine Father God, beloved ancestors, we thank you for all that you do for us in our lives, and we rejoice in this walk we walk together. We ask you to inspire us and guide us and help us as we walk this road of life. Walk with us hand in hand, support us, guide us, aid us. Beloved ones, we thank you, and we offer you our support and our aid in expressing spirituality in this world. And behold, we know you are always with us, but from respect, we thank you for your presence. May you be blessed now and always. And may you be blessed now and always. And we'll see you in the morning.
Thank you for joining us. Blessed be.